Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Olivia here with Olivia's Romantic Home, and in today's video I cannot wait to share with you 6 DIY Dollar Tree summer crafts. So it is time to kick off a summer series on my channel. I love to decorate, so every season gives me an excuse to redecorate and craft up some new treasures to share with you all. Now for summer we are going to do some French country, shabby chic, we're going to do patriotic, we're going to do so many fun things. I'm also going to share with you guys a garden tour. I love to plant flowers. I really don't do a lot of vegetable gardening, but anyway, so without further ado, you guys, plug in your glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. So I'm going to go ahead and create a beautiful new mantle display. The first thing I want to do is take everything off my mantle and give it a good cleaning. For the first DIY, I'm going to share with you how I create a really beautiful mantle floral. And I'm going to start out by spraying off my mantle with this Mrs. Meyer's lilac spray. I love this fragrance. It smells so delicious. And Mrs. Meyer's and Growth Collaborative are actually offering my viewers a 5-piece free gift set with a $20 purchase. The coupon code is below if you guys want to try that out. Is this piece of grapevine that I used in my summer mantle kitchen decor, and it actually rained this morning, and so it rained on this piece of grapevine. And a lot of people have told me that if it rains on your grapevine, it makes it a lot easier to work with. So I thought about, even though it's messy and it feels like it's trying to attack me, I thought about trying to use it kind of as like, as like a little garland kind of piece here. So to create this grapevine garland, I just took apart a grapevine wreath. You can find grapevine wreaths at Dollar Tree, Walmart, or I find a lot of mine at the thrift store. And I'm just going to go ahead and wire it on to my mantle. I have a little picture hook, and so I was able to wire it on to the little hooks that I already had on my mantle. And then I'm going in with this really beautiful greenery that I found at the thrift store. Really any greenery will work. I've also used the greenery from Dollar Tree. It works super well. So now that I have a lot of my greenery in, I'm just going to add some of my trailing greenery. And I got this at Michael's years ago. Now I do want to add some color back in, so I am going to add in some lavender and lilac. Once I got all my greenery added, I went in with some lavender. These are 99 cents a bundle at Walmart. And I also used some of the Dollar Tree lilacs. Now all of these florals you'll probably recognize because I used a lot of them during my Easter decor. I really do like to repurpose and reuse things as much as possible. I'm also adding in those large pink fluffy roses. You can find them at TJ Maxx or Michael's. I'm also adding in some Dollar Tree ferns just to fill in the greenery a bit. And here is my finished mantle floral. I really love how the grapevine gives the mantle floral a bit of an arch but keeps it looking very, very natural. This is the first time I've ever used grapevine on my mantle, and I was actually really pleased with the results. Again, I do like to repurpose and reuse. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, we are going to take an Easter basket that I chalk painted white and add a little bit of gray paint to. We're going to add some styrofoam to the base, and I'm just taking the rest of the florals that I had floating around in the bottom of my floral bin, and I'm going to make a really pretty arrangement that is going to offset this mantle decor. I wanted to have something really nice for my work table or that I could add to my coffee table. So I want it to flow well with the mantle decor, but I wanted to use a little bit more whites to kind of give it a little bit of a different vibe. So I want it to match, but I kind of want it to not match. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Anyway, I'm just adding in a lot of Dollar Tree florals. I used some of the Dollar Tree onion grass, I used Dollar Tree ferns, I used some of these Dollar Tree tall white flowers. and I just think it's looking really gorgeous. So a great way to tie in a smaller floral is to use some of those bits and bobs and leftover pieces that you might have from creating that larger floral. Just a quick little tip. And again, I really want these florals to look like summertime. I want them to just feel very free flowing and very wild, as if they were in my front yard or my backyard, or just growing, kind of almost that English garden vibe. And I'm also going for a French country vibe. So comment and let me know what you all are thinking about this so far, and if you're going to try to do some of these florals. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to create a blooming floral vase. So just take a piece of ribbon, whatever ribbon suits your fancy. I'm choosing this burlap with lace in it, and I cut it a little bit longer than the size of my vase, and then I'm just going to tie 2 knots in the front. I wanted to create this without using any hot glue. So I'm adding in some florals. I'm just tucking them in underneath where that knot is, and I'm using some of the Dollar Tree ferns, and then also some of those Dollar Tree pink florals, a Dollar Tree lilac, and then another piece of greenery. Again, these are all left over from my mantle project, so they're going to tie in to this beautiful French country living room decor. I set them on top of these books. I had painted these books white and added the French lettering to them. It was a couple of DIYs back. If you want to go out down to the description box, I have a huge DIY playlist of tons of spring DIYs if you guys need some inspiration, but I felt it came out really beautiful. It ties in with that beautiful purpley French country chic farmhouse, and I'm definitely loving it. Now I wanted to share with you all another style of bow. I usually show you the Olivia bow, but this time we're going to do the loopy bow. So you're just going to take your ribbon and you're going to fold it over on itself, and you're going to take and you're going to make 3 or 4 little loops. So you're just holding them in the base of your hand and making the loops, and then you're going to pinch them together at the base and grab a twist tie. I'm using a little pipe cleaner here. You could also use a piece of wire or even some ribbon, and you're just going to twist tie it at the base. This is a really simple bow. It's great to use if you need a bow in a pinch and you just want to go quickly. Then you're going to take your little loops and you're going to kind of fold them out. I did leave a little bit of a tail on this ribbon, and then I just kind of snugged it up to the base of my blooming floral vase. You guys know I have to go a little bit extra. I love my bows, and I really felt like this kept it simple, but gave it that extra girly vibe that I love. And then I just tucked this cute little fake cake next to it. For the next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm taking one of those heart Dollar Tree signs. This was left over from Valentine's. Again, I love to repurpose and reuse. It actually had a sparkly red border, and I just painted the little chalkboard sign with some white chalk paint, and then I'm using some Dollar Tree twine, and I'm tying a little hanger in the top. Now, what I want to do with this sign is just set it over next to my little display, and I'm going to write Home Sweet Home in chalk. I think these little chalkboard signs are super fun, super adorable, and perfect to write little notes to your family or just a welcome home little love note. I set it on top of the cup of this little side table in the back of my blooming floral. I thought it gave that extra little farmhousey chic vibe to the rest of all of these florals, because I do have a lot of florals, so I kind of wanted to break it up with a different texture with the cute little sign. The black and white is super hot right now, and then of course I put my little Grace cross that I picked up at Dollar Tree. They're super adorable. You guys look for those if you have a chance. And then here is another view of that beautiful wild English garden floral that I created. So for the next Dollar Tree DIY, we're going to create a faux outdoor garden topiary planter. I'm just taking this planter, it actually has real dirt in it, and I'm digging a hole and putting a plastic container in it to set my topiary on. Now this topiary is a DIY that we created a couple videos back, and I'll update you really quick in case you missed that video. Here's the DIY. I'm taking 2 terracotta pots. One is from the Dollar Tree that I painted white, and another one, guys, I've had this pot left over for years. So anyway, I just painted them white and then I distressed them with some sandpaper, and now I'm adding in some Dollar Tree styrofoam. I want to create kind of a little stacked pot here. So just add that styrofoam in, and then I'm going to add some of that Dollar Tree grass. I wanted it to look kind of like a faux herb plot. I really feel like in the summertime there's a lot of greenery, so I wanted to bring that greenery element into my home for summertime. And also I wanted to add in some of this Dollar Tree moss, and then just continue to add in more greenery. I also added in this large piece of greenery through the top to stabilize that little top pot. I did hot glue the top pot to the piece of styrofoam, but I wanted to stabilize it by poking a big long piece of greenery through it. Now you can see I'm adding in some of those Dollar Tree ferns, and this just came out so gorgeous and so perfect. So once you have your topiary planted on top of your dirt and your little plastic container, you're just going to take the dirt and you're going to push it down, and then you can add some real greenery or some faux greenery. This is faux greenery actually that I had left over from Easter, and so I'm just going to pop this in here for right now. Again, I do plan on planting real flowers once I have a chance to go flower shopping, which I cannot wait to do. We are finally past the season of freeze, so I definitely know it's time to get out my really pretty florals, but I wanted to create something really beautiful. And if you guys have ever seen some of those variegated topiary planters at Lowe's or Home Depot, they're really expensive, and so I was trying to make one kind of like one of those that has different varieties of flowers in it. These are all from the Dollar Tree or from the thrift store, so I think it came out really good, and I'm just kind of randomly putting them in. They do kind of have a flow to them because they're all white florals. And again, I cannot wait to put some really beautiful colorful florals in here, but for right now I'm kind of feeling this fresh French chic farmhouse vibe, so I'm gonna go with it. And here it is, the finished product. I actually think it came out really good. It looks fairly real to me if you don't get up super close to notice that the florals are faux, but it's also kind of nice that I don't have the pressure of trying to keep them alive just yet. But I do have a lot of my outdoor florals that are perennials beginning to bloom. I have big beautiful knockout roses that are blooming, and I love these because they are such easy maintenance. I get my knockout roses at Walmart or Lowe's or Home Depot, depending upon who has the best price on them. And then in my front garden bed where my little garden bicycle is, I have really beautiful purple irises that are really tall and they're just beginning to bloom. So I cannot wait for the rest of them to bloom. And then if you notice kind of down by the bike tire, I'll have tiger lilies that will bloom out. And so I cannot wait to update you guys on those. So thank you all so much for joining me on this summer decor adventure. I hope I gave you guys some fun new ideas on how to decorate your home. Again, always remember you can customize this to your decor style just by changing out some of the florals or the ribbons or whatnot. Stay tuned. We're going to have so much fun this summer on my channel. I love you so much. If you're new, I would love to have you subscribe and be part of this YouTube family. I do a ton of DIYs and everything to do with heart, family, and home. And I truly have to say, I think I have the best subscribers in the world. You guys are so kind. You also bring me so many new fun ideas, and I love when you guys suggest different ideas that you might have for me to make. I definitely try to incorporate those into all of my videos. Also, I would love to do a Q&A with you guys. Comment and let me know if you have any questions. We've been coming up with a really fun Q&A, so definitely comment and let me know. I would love to hear what you guys want to know about me. So anyway, I love you all so much. Until the next video, we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.